what's going to take for either team to sort of get the offense up and running?
I mean, first it starts with defense, you know. Defense wins games, and the offense comes with the defense. So we just got to keep consistent and keep attacking. We're a quick transition team. That's what's going to help us out today as we go.
Alongside Ramazani Juma, Amarnath Bokrel. Juma, of course, playing for Utica City FC this season after being drafted by UCFC a couple of years ago. Right now, Kansas City, a team that is known to respond in pretty positive ways. You don't go down 3-0 and come back and win a game without being able to deal with some adversity. That's exactly what this Kansas City team does. Scored 2 goals in the final 2 minutes of the last meeting between UCFC and Kansas City.
They do a really good job, you know. They're a very calculated team, you know. So in the indoor game, you know, you can never look at the scoreboard, you know. The other team always going to be hungry and ready to come back.
Let's see it. Tetsane will leave it out wide. And flicked back in to Marcel Berry. Up ahead to Reggett. Angled off the wall, Tetsane. Native of Lesotho. Back to Berry again. And now Henry Ramirez settles it down. Angled up ahead for Reggett. The intended target, that's exactly what Zach Reggett does for this Kansas City side. Plays as a target man. Someone who the Comets look to score goals, and he's done that his entire career in the MASL. This is Berry. Fired off the wall, and Wilkin had that near post covered. Manny Silva goes down hard, draws a foul in the process. 9 minutes to go. And a free kick for UCFC. Restart underway. Wanalava angles it ahead. Shalier, the intended target. Back to Alava. And Shalier again. Up ahead to Shalier. We'll see if he can turn. Instead, he'll play back to Genrick. Orozco. And again, Shalier the target man. Good move by Shalier to work some space in, and Shalier's shot is wide. He'll win it right back for Utica. Native of Cuba, who played for the Cuban national futsal team, Barbaro Shalier.
Shalier is a really good player, you know, tall and lengthy. He'll attack you, and he will defend you and win the ball.
And that takes us to our first media timeout. A Junior Pinal goal has Utica City up by 1-0. We'll be right back. You're watching MASL. Back inside the Adirondack Bank Center, it was a Junior Pinal goal to get the scoring started for Utica City FC. We're back in MASL TV. Capelli Sport is the official and exclusive preferred uniform partner and apparel provider of the Major Arena Soccer League. Visit MASLsoccer.com to shop the all-new MASL fan store for the latest MASL and team gear. Back underway, under 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. Just that Junior Pinal strike. The header above Julio Coronado, who is playing in his first MASL game of the season. Native of Kansas City, and this is a goalkeeping room for Kansas City that's pretty stacked. You've got Ejimadu. You've got, of course, Nicolau Neto, who's such a legend in the MASL game, and then Julio Coronado. Chris Fredericks has been in the roster here and there, and I mean, you got 4 very solid goalkeepers if you're Kansas City. All of them you're happy about playing. As that one's fired in and scored. It's Mijatovic to tie things at 1. A rocket into the top corner.
Wow, what a goal, what a goal.
It's exactly what Stefan Mijatovic does best. Dead ball opportunity, top of the arc. The wall may be a little bit to the left, and he finds the gap and powers it home to tie things at 1. A little dance to cap it off. Always the entertainer, even in his time in Utica City, he was one of the most loved by the local fans here in Utica. He's been loved by fans everywhere he's gone. And always the entertainer, he'll tie things at 1 apiece.
There's just nothing the keeper could do on balls like that, you know?
Marcel Barry will drop it off. And up the far wing, here goes Garza. He's got space and took a deflection off the wall. Chance for Utica in transition. This is where UCFC wants to play. Quick in the move. It finds Toy Tavares before he loses out on the far boards. Long rip the other way to Reggett. Brought down Alava. Misplayed ball. But Alava wins it back. Manny Silva. He's got 2 players closing down on him, so he'll wait and go to the left. Fake shot by Silva. It's high. Orozco heads it back in through contact. Coronado hangs on. Stevens. Back the other way off the top of the boards, and then Manny Silva can't corral it down. 6 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the first quarter. Junior Pinal got the scoring started before Stefan Mijatovic off the free kick tied things at 1. If you think you can predict the MASL, head over to nxtbets.com to place your wagers on all the MASL action this season. Still Kansas City. Leo Acosta, the intended target. Couple of bounces in the box before it's cleared away. Pino. Back to Pino again. Good angled ball to Nacho Flores. Genrick defends hard and forces Kansas City to recycle. 5.5 to go in the first quarter. Pinal, Mijatovic, the 2 goal scorers that have this game knotted at 1 apiece. Mijatovic again. This is Dirtle. And sent the other way. Still Mijatovic, waiting for pressure from Silva, and then he'll hit the gas. There goes Mijatovic. To goal, it's saved by Wilkin. Alleman heads it back in the other way. Mijatovic across the face of the goal. No one home to tap it for Kansas City. Golden opportunity for the Comets. Still pressure as Mijatovic has it again. Waiting for someone to challenge him. Instead, he'll go off for a change. It brings on Tetsane. Francis. Angled into the corner for Tetsane. And turned over. Silva gets the contact, no call, but Orozco the other way. And Utica City can't combine to work out of the Kansas City press. Here goes Pino. Out to Francis on the near side. Pressure for Kansas City. There's Pino, he scores! His first of the season puts Kansas City up 2-1. Acres of space right outside the box. And Guerrero Pino, his 30th career goal to give the Comets the lead.
Utica needs to do a better job of defending, you know, just step in front of your man and just make sure he's not shooting those easy balls. It was a good goal by Kansas City.
Pino just had a little bit too much space. Cole Stevens a step behind the play after the deflection on the Dom Francis attempt. Wilkin off the boards and into the path of the Comets. Shalier blocked away by Kansas City. Shalier still there. And Willie Spur will curl one. It's wide. And out to Logan Roberts. Alava with pressure finds Spur. Scored in his Utica City FC debut, Willie Spur, after joining from Tacoma. This one's a poor pass back. Two players go sliding in. Wilkin colliding with Michael Lennis. And slow to get up. Excuse me, that was Marcel Berry who went in with Wilkin, both back up and moving under their own power. Up ahead to Shalier. Back to goal for Barbaro Shalier. Here's Spur. Spur off the wall, Shalier scores! It's a Walla Scora for Barbaro Shalier. And Willie Spur angled it perfectly off the boards. Shalier had to just poke it home past Coronado. It's tied 2-2.
They say the boards are extra players, you know, Walla Scora. What a goal.
Willie Spur took it on the near side boards and just gathered enough attention out of Julio Coronado to work it down low. Back the other way, Andreos. Penal picks it up. Pino angling wide. Francis overruns it. And it's cleared away. Intentional delay means a top-of-the-arc restart for Kansas City. And the Comets already scored from this exact position with Mijatovic before. He's out there again, Mijatovic. He'll go for the near side this time, and Wilkin alert and pushes it away. Coronado, Reggett, Roberts. As the ball bounces around, settled by Tyson Santos. Tyson comes from Brazil with futsal experience in the Brazilian leagues. Wilkin goes long to Penal. Here is Junior Penal. 3-point outing against Kansas City last week. He already has a goal to his name today. Santos was a member of Phil Levanko's Team of the Week on MASL Monday after his 1-goal, 2-assist performance. Pressure from Utica City, but the Comets pass out of it. And now a break for Francis. Chased down by Mershad Ahmadi. And he heads back to Wilkin. Quickly the other way for Alava. Jacob Garza read it. And now it's out to the far side. Kansas City slow things down. Tetsane. Pino. Long range effort, took a deflection on the way through. Good shot from Lennis. Good reaction from Wilkin. Alava. Turning is Orozco. Shaleer up ahead. Most recent goal scorer, Barbaro Shaleer. Alava. Late change from Utica. Genrick goes down, draws the foul. Actually, he's the one who committed the foul. So it's a call in favor of the Comets, and Genrick not happy about that one. Back to Coronado. Up ahead by Genrick, who wins it back. Trying to find Stevens. And up ahead, Spur collects. Half a minute to go in the first quarter. Tied 2-2. Alava angling to Gerson, tried the volley and couldn't connect. Pressure from Utica City, wins it back with 15 seconds to go. Toy Tavares, he tries the volley himself and can't connect. 8 seconds in the quarter. Utica City has to get a shot away. Spur, final moments, and Gerson whiffed on it. Couldn't connect as the buzzer sounds, and we head to the second period. Tied at 2. You're watching the MASL.
At Aquavino, every meal is a moment. Whether it's date night, a quick lunch, or celebrating a special event. Enjoy Italian-American favorites. Aquavino Restaurant, growing our family one plate at a
with Utica.
At Rome Health, we bring the best orthopedic and sports medicine care right to your neighborhood. Our experienced team includes orthopedic surgeons, sports medicine specialists, and physical therapists working together to get you back to the things that you love to do. So whether you need an injection for arthritis pain, rotator cuff surgery, a joint replacement, or help recovering from a concussion, we're committed to delivering superior care to you. Rome Health, the best orthopedic care out there, here.
What a save! What a save! What a save! And now it's your turn to save here at Master Vito Hyundai on Commercial Drive in Yorkville or online anytime at mastervitohyundai.com. Make your move to Master Vito Hyundai.
Babe's Restaurant and Bar believes great food brings people together. From comfort classics to crowd favorites, there's something for everyone. Open daily for lunch and dinner, plus brunch on the weekends. Come home to Babe's.
Welcome back inside the Adirondack Bank Center. Utica City FC and the Kansas City Comets knotted at 2 after the first 15 minutes of action alongside Ramazani Juma, Amarna Afo-Krell. And after the first 15 minutes, we are deadlocked between the two sides as Utica City found the first goal of the game through Junior Pinal and then gave up 2, one to Stefan Mijatovic, the other to Guerrero Pino, before finding a goal back off of the legs of Shaleer. The Wallace scorer assisted by Willie Spur. It's a lot to look forward to between the two teams. It's always a competitive battle when these two teams played. And in the MASL, MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. You can also visit MASLplus.tv and replay the game on demand. Clip it, share it, and live it again. Make sure you favorite your team to get instant updates on every game using MASL Plus. And if you're still an MASL nut, just like we all are, we love watching this game. MASL Monday, every Monday night on MASL TV and on CBS Sports Golazo Network. Alex Bastavinsky and Phil Levanko are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics. It's all to play for. 45 minutes left. That's a lot of soccer left in the game. And for Utica City FC and Kansas City, both teams looking to rebound off of losses in their last game. Juma, overall, first quarter, back and forth, just like we expected between these two teams. What were your takeaways from the first 15 minutes?
I'd say both teams are doing really great. They just got to keep consistency right now, and we'll see what team finishes on this half.
Wilkin fires high. He's no stranger to shooting. Always loves to get up the field and fire a shot to goal. High press from Utica City. Kansas City out of it momentarily with Ramirez, who's fouled along the boards. And the Comets wanted the quick restart instead. It's taken back by Coronado. Once again, first game for Coronado with the Comets this season. Philip Ejimadu has played every minute until now. On the turn is Regged, who fires, and it's a comfortable save for Wilkin, who wants to go early and does. Pinal on running. Junior Pinal got the first touch away. Still loose for Pinal. On the turn, off the wall, loose in front and scored! Murshad Ahmadi! And Utica lead 3-2. And that's pressure paying off for the Utica City FC side.
Yep, you just have to use those walls. You know, you never know what happens. Use the walls, use the walls, use the walls.
So Murshad Ahmadi gets off the mark. And really, Junior Pinal made it happen. The pressure on Coronado, he couldn't deal with it. And then Ahmadi there to clean up the pass off the wall. Another wall of scorer for Utica City FC. And right now, Kansas City without an answer to Utica when the home side uses the boards. Quick turn the other way. Wanalava back to deal with it. Big contact through the legs of Manny Silva. Silva is someone who played MASL 2 last season for a majority of the year. Broke into that MASL 1 team towards the back half of the season, but really starred in both leagues for Utica and United Elite Christnik, the affiliate. Up to Shalir, chested down, and Gerson took a second to think about it, and that was a second too long. Coronado hits the referee. The rebound is saved by Coronado, and rightfully so, that stopped. It's a refereeing crew led by senior referee Kyle Trimble, referee Daniel Chesky, AR Kid Hutchinson, and fourth official Tony Chiffy. Mijatovic gets us underway again. Utica City scoring 2 unanswered to take a 3-2 lead. Here's Alava. Tight angle shot is blocked away by Wilkin. Second chance off the hands. Acosta is high and away. Well, that's one that Leo Acosta will want back. He was one-on-one with Wilkin, just had to get the connection right. And Wilkin would have been a tough task because we know how good Leo Acosta is and how much he's been waiting to play inside the Adirondack Bank Center. Played in the All-Star game last year inside this very building. And during his last season, 18 games, 12 goals for the West Chicago, Illinois native. And after serving that suspension, the 2-game suspension for the red card he picked up earlier this season, he's back with the team and back to his best. Acosta, 1 goal, 1 assist in that game against Milwaukee on Friday. Coronado headed down into the path of Wilkin. Ahmadi, a bit of a hold your breath moment there, but Wilkin delivers. Stevens to Spur. Willie Spur out wide. Back to Stevens. Stevens is blocked by Junior Pinal. One back by Spur. This will roll. Alaba Excuse me, that's Santos who fired it high.
What a block.
Great step in by DeBray Holloman. And Logan Roberts will hit it off the wall. Rebound is there for Pinal. Junior Pinal on the turn. Fires, and it's blocked again. Tetsane this time. Reggett quickly away. Finds Ramirez. Kansas City in transition. Ramirez goes down. He's hounded by two UCFC players, and it rolls into the hands of Wilkin. Wilkin to the corner. Goes out of play. He does avoid the three-line violation. That one really close on the near side. It just bounced on the yellow line, so that's pinpoint accuracy from Brian Wilkin. Now to Coronado. He sends it off the inside of the boards. Still in play. Silva wins it back. Has Gerson up ahead. Gerson and Pino. Pino's deflection has it saved. Quick 1-2. And this one could fall for Andreos. Defended well by Alava. I mean, we mentioned it. How good is it to have Juan Alava back? Just provides a bit of a calming presence in the back defensive unit for Utica City FC. Andreos. And that one tips off the top of the boards. Awkward angle on the volley. Chested back by Alava to Wilkin. And falling down is Genrick. Turf Monster ate him, and Wilkin comes to aid out the youngster from Long Island. That was almost unfortunate for Utica City. And instead, 4-on-2. And the pass cut out by Acosta. Quickly up ahead, Reggett is there. Wilkin comes jumping away. And does enough to throw Reggett off his path. Genrick sliding in. Mijatovic. Turned over, Shalier. Passed one through the legs of Lennis, but couldn't collect. Their second ball. It's a quick restart for Kansas City. The Comets want to move quickly, down by one. Mijatovic, Reggett. Mijatovic again. Mijatovic. Shalier. Angled the other way. Acosta. Coronado. Sent forward again. Here's Garza. He's turning around through pressure. Two players sliding in. Garza and Pinal. Possession goes the way of the Comets.
Santa Claus in the building.
Utica City FC fans know how to celebrate the holidays. There's Keeper and Santa Claus, and then of course the New Year's Eve game, they do the ball drop. It's festive time of the year for Utica City FC. This one off the wall and scored. Dom Francis makes his run to the front of the box and finds the back of the net to tie it 3-3.
Another Wallace scorer. A lot of goals are being scored off the wall.
Both teams struggling to deal with the rebounds off the wall. Francis with the Wallace scorer to tie it 3-3. And if there's any indication of how the opening quarter and a half have gone, we're going to have some more goals in this one for sure. Willie Spur goes tumbling down. He's dragged back, so it's a foul on the Comets. Tyson Santos. Angled off, up in front. Coronado makes a save. Colliding into the boards. Holloman. Coronado. Tetsane. Through pressure. Foul called. It goes the way of Kansas City. Tetsane on the season, 5 games, 2 goals, 1 assist. Picked up a blue card in that Milwaukee game. Gerson sliding in. Great take by Acosta. Worked out wide. Off the wall. Rebound. Swung and missed by Dirtle. Silva. Turn it over, and Kansas City again with Acosta. He can't hang on to it. Back heel flick. And the return pass to Toy Tavares. Tavares off the wall, and no one home for Kansas City. For Utica City. In the box. Clipped back into play. Tavares wins the ball. Chance to fire for Spur. He leaves it for Gerson. It's wide. That's one that Gordy Gerson does not miss much. But he does that time, and he's fouled in the process. It was a great run in from Willie Spur. Had an angle to shoot, made the extra pass, and then Gerson just pulled it wide on the near side. Emmanuel Belliard in conversation. 7.5 minutes to go. Amadi fires, it's deflected away. May have ticked off the shoulder of Holloman. 7.5 to go. Shalier on the turn. Through traffic, Shalier hangs on to possession. Long range shot, just wide from Tyson Santos. And a chance to break for Francis. Pressure coming, there's the whistle and the foul on Utica City. Advanced attacking position now for the Comets.
3-3 tie, the game is getting really intense now.
Mijatovic, dead ball specialist, will lay it off. Acosta. Acosta deflected in front. Reggett, Andreos, both there. It goes back out to Acosta. Reggett scores! Took a deflection, popped up for Zach Reggett. It's his 7th of the season, and Kansas City takes a 4-3 lead heading into the media timeout. It's the Comets on top. You're watching the MASL. Back inside the Adirondack Bank Center. Kansas City lead 4-3 over Utica City FC. You can get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram, and at MASL Arena on Twitter. You can also subscribe to MASL TV on YouTube. You'll find game rebroadcasts, MASL shows, highlights, and more on MASL TV on YouTube. So right after the goal for Zach Reggett, Kansas City lead 4-3 with under 7 minutes to go in the first half. Alongside Ramazani Juma, I'm Arnav Pokrel. We're back underway, well, moments away from being underway. Now we are, as Shalir gets us started. Cole Stevens goes out wide to Wilkin, who has to go long. And that ball into the crowd after Wilkin couldn't find Shalir. Quick restart, Coronado. Reggett in a tussle with Tyson Santos and quickly underway again. Pino. Angled up off the wall, Cole Stevens. First intervention, but still dangerous. Worked in front, tapped in. Zach Reggett again. He's got 2 consecutive goals and Kansas City lead 5-3. It's a goal scoring that Zach Reggett didn't have the last time he was here last week. Today, it's been 2 goals in quick succession to break the tie and give Kansas City a 5-3 lead. And it just looks simple from Kansas City. It was just a pass to the back post, no one covering the run of Reggett, and an easy tap-in.
Yep, Kansas City is doing a great job of moving the ball really well. You just have to follow your man, you know?
Header away by Holloman, out of play. For Utica City FC, it's an advanced position. And right now, a couple of missed opportunities for UCFC that they'll be thinking about at halftime. Especially that Gerson chance after the Willie Spur pass. That's one that comes to mind. Locked out in front. Belliard battling. Belliard, Gerson rolled in front, and Holloman a couple of blocks. Alava. Pinal shoves his man away, and he's called for a foul in that moment. Mijatovic went flying into the boards as Pinal sent him with maybe a little bit of more than just a little light tap. It was pretty harsh shove there from Pinal. And another foul on Orozco in front. So now the temperature's rising a little bit, Jimmy. You're seeing the intensity show between these two teams.
It's getting very intense right now.
Back the other way. Orozco angled off the wall. Here goes Pinal. Looking for Roberts. Gerson on the swivel. Still Gerson, he's on the ground now. Henry Ramirez the other way. Orozco, he's pulled back. 5 minutes to go in the half. This is Santos. And a knee back to Coronado. Up to Silva. He played it back to Santos, but Reggett's on running. Reggett on hat trick, watches wide of Wilkin. Up the Other corner again. This one angles into the hands of Wilkin. This is Shalier. Genrick. Not there in time as Alava settles it down. Amadi. Amadi wriggles free. Amadi off the wall. Headed down by Genrick. Option is Alava, who takes it. Now out the other way, it's high and a wide, and into the netting. Great look from Amadi.
Amadi's a really great shooter. You can't give him no space or else he'll shoot the ball.
Holloman gets us started again. Lennis, great turn in the midfield, finds some space. 1-on-2 for Utica. Numbers flying for Kansas City, blocked away by Alava. And angled up into the hands of Wilkin. Wilkin wants a long throw. He's got an option in Amadi. Holloman does just enough, but it's turned over. Shalier, Coronado makes the save. And Utica City wants some sort of call here. We'll see what the decision is in terms of what just happened. What you see there, Juma?
I turned away for a second, so I didn't even see. But we'll know soon.
They're going to clear out the Utica City players. Orozco in disbelief that Utica City doesn't have possession, but
it might have been a pass back to the keeper.
I assume that's what they were complaining about. Is we're back underway, 3 minutes to go until halftime. Pressure again from Utica, who trail by 2. Zach Reggett, the 2 most recent goals, and Orozco can't believe that he's called for a foul on Mijatovic.
When we play, we call that good pressure by Ricky Orozco.
Andreos. Mijatovic. Mijatovic is a veteran of this league. He knows how to win a foul. Out to Acosta. Leo Acosta, 2.5 to play in the first half. A Kansas City performance that is much improved from both last Sunday and last Friday when they lost to Milwaukee. This one loose in front and scored under Reyes. It's 6-3 Comets.
This is not looking good.
Christian Andreos scores his 5th goal of the season. After scoring 9 last year, he's well on pace to beat that this season. Andreos, great finish off the wall. And the Brazilian adds to the Kansas City lead. Belliard. Tavares and Utica City need an answer. Pinal up ahead. Pinal through 2, angling to the far corner, and just wide by Junior Pinal. That's what Junior Pinal does, creating something out of nothing. Santos looking for Pinal again. Garza down to the corner for Ramirez. Reggett will leave it for Holloman. Ramirez again. Up ahead to Reggett. No look pass by Zach Reggett for Acosta. Still Acosta. Reggett, great flick in. And Belliard recovers. Final minute of the first half. Santos, nowhere to go. And just has to go to Wilkin. Wilkin goes long. Orozco. Shalir has a return pass to Orozco. And Orozco stumbled, played off the wall. And another opportunity for Utica that goes to waste. Tetsane. 30 seconds left in the first half. Up ahead to Dirtle. Acosta. Turned over. 15 seconds for Gerson to turn this forward. He does, but it's aimlessly into the hands of Julio Coronado. 8 seconds and a half. Acosta will fire from distance. It's wide. Rebound for Andreos is saved by Wilkin. And that'll get us to halftime. 6-3 Kansas City lead. It was tied 3-3 at one point, but Juma, the Comets really turned up the offensive pressure in that second quarter.
Yeah, it's getting very intense, like you said in the beginning. And right now, Utica needs to pick it up. Comets are doing very good. We'll see what happens next.
So a 6-3 lead, Zach Reggett, a couple of goals. Andreos, the most recent goal for the Comets, as we wait to see who Michael Lear will have for us down on the field. He's waiting for someone to come off the bench, I believe. Tyson Santos, Everton Marrera, the last two to leave, and it is Everton. So we'll send it down to Michael Lear, who's with Everton Marrera.
Coach, you guys jump out to a lead in this one and go into the half down 3. What do you need to change in the second half?
We came up hard. The team started to play well. Obviously, after they scored a couple goals, they started to be a little too comfortable. Then Kansas City stepped up, and we couldn't follow the pace of the game. We have to make some adjustments now for the second half. We have to come out a little bit harder defensively, so we can go on transitions and score goals. That's it.
Unique situation for your young guys. You were up at the half last week, and now you're trailing. What's the message to them in their first game trailing in the league?
It's for me. They are young, but they're talented. They have to understand that game's going to happen. That's indoor soccer. You're going to be up and downs like in every game. You just have to keep composed. You keep focused on the game. You stay on the system that you play and play hard to the end. That's all.
The internet's blowing up about the haircut, so good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
See you, Coach. That's your NVHS halftime report.
That's Michael Lear with Utica City.
At Aquavino, every meal is a moment, whether it's date night, a quick lunch, or celebrating a special event. Enjoy Italian-American favorites. Aquavino Restaurant, growing our family one plate at a time.
Utica.
At Rome Health, we bring the best orthopedic and sports medicine care right to your neighborhood. Our experienced team includes orthopedic surgeons, sports medicine specialists, and physical therapists working together to get you back to the things that you love to do. So whether you need an injection for arthritis pain, rotator cuff surgery, a joint replacement, or help recovering from a concussion, we're committed to delivering superior care to you. Rome Health. The best orthopedic care out there, here.
What a save! What a save! What a save! And now it's your turn to save here at Master Vito Hyundai on Commercial Drive in Yorkville or online anytime at mastervitohyundai.com. Make your move to Master Vito Hyundai.
Babe's Restaurant and Bar believes great food brings people together. From comfort classics to crowd favorites, there's something for everyone. Open daily for lunch and dinner, plus brunch on the weekends. Come home to Babe's.
Welcome back at halftime between Utica and Kansas City. Game number 2 of the season for UCFC. Game number 2 against Kansas City. I'm joined at halftime by Logan Roberts. Logan, it has been an incredible stretch for you in Central New York. You started with Syracuse here in Utica when the program moved. I mean, what's it been like just to be in the area where you grew up and play for your team?
That's been amazing. Yeah, I love being close to home. My parents have come to every game, which is great for me personally. It's been, it's been great just to see how the city has embraced us as an organization, the sport and everything. Those first few years were really memorable. I think about a lot, I talk about it a lot with a lot of nostalgia. So yeah, it's been a great 8-9 years now.
Collegiate soccer at Binghamton too, so you've been around this area your whole life.
Central New York through and through, yeah, I haven't really left. So yeah, this is where I'm from, it's where I've stayed, so I'm happy to be here.
Is there any one moment in this long career that you've looked back on and that comes to the forefront, that jumps to your mind?
Yeah, I think a lot about the first year that we came here from Syracuse. Just all of us, we didn't know what to expect coming into Utica. They didn't know anything with indoor soccer, so we were just really kind of anxious about what it was going to be like, and it was better than we ever imagined. Sellouts every game, the crowd was amazing. Playoff game was incredible, something I think about, talk about, quite often. So yeah, I think back in those first few years, it was a lot of fun memories.
We'll talk about the soccer in a moment, but for you, the nickname, it's Superman. Where does that come from? I mean, I need to know more about it.
Yeah, this actually happened our first year here. I scored a hat trick in Baltimore. It was one of my first years playing, and for whatever reason, I did the Superman celebration. Cam Newton used to do it. As a football celebration, and it kind of just came to me and I did it. And yeah, social media kind of took off with it, and it's kind of stuck ever since. So I didn't come up with it, but it stuck, so yeah.
On the soccer forefront, a tough loss in overtime last week against Kansas City. What were you guys able to learn from that matchup and take into a matchup today against the same team?
Yeah, Kansas City is a really good team, expected to go far this year, and I think, from that first game, we saw that we can hang with them, that we can beat them if we play our game, if we don't make the mistakes we made at the end of the game. Obviously, we're winning at the end and really should have seen it out a lot better. But, we're a young team. A lot of guys are still learning. So I think we just need to continue to grow and learn from our mistakes. We watched a lot of film this week, talked a lot about the game. So hopefully we can, grow up a little bit after last week and see the game out. And
you mentioned the young team. You've lost some incredible players that retired. Bo Yelovec, Nate Bordeaux, Andrew Coughlin. You're stepping up as one of the leaders on this team now. What does it mean to you? You have the armband now. What does it mean to you to be leading this team?
No, it means a lot to me personally. Something I never expected when I first started playing. I've always, I looked up to Bo and Nate and Toby and all those guys that were ahead of me, and I know I never really saw myself ever being the captain. So it's definitely been an adjustment for me, but I've just tried to stay the same, continue to lead in the way that I have in the past, and take what I've learned from those guys just by watching them in the past years, and try to teach the young guys the best I can.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Logan. We'll be back after this break at halftime with more on MASL TV.
At Aquavino, every meal is a moment, whether it's date night, a quick lunch, or celebrating a special event. Enjoy Italian-American favorites. Aquavino Restaurant, growing our family one plate at a
At Rome Health, we bring the best orthopedic and sports medicine care right to your neighborhood. Our experienced team includes orthopedic surgeons, sports medicine specialists, and physical therapists working together to get you back to the things that you love to do. So whether you need an injection for arthritis pain, rotator cuff surgery, a joint replacement, or help recovering from a concussion, we're committed to delivering superior care to you. Rome Health, the best orthopedic care out there, here.
What a save! What a save! What a save! And now it's your turn to save here at Master Vito Hyundai on Commercial Drive in Yorkville or online anytime at mastervitohyundai.com. Make your move to Master Vito Hyundai.
Babe's Restaurant and Bar believes great food brings people together. From comfort classics to crowd favorites, there's something for everyone. Open daily for lunch and dinner, plus brunch on the weekends. Come home to Babe's.
Shoot! He scores!
How goes it, folks? This is MASL in 5, back for another week. Hope everyone is doing great. Things are heating up across the league, and there are some big matchups happening this weekend. I've only got 5 minutes to fill you in, so let's get to it.
I doubt DeLima wants to be a footnote in Childs' history. Will he be the goalkeeper to make the save? Childs, welcome to the 300 Club, Craig Childs. Craig Childs, take a bow. You needed 2 goals to get to 300. You had 2 goals today. You now have 300.
Say it ain't so. Craig Childs, the legendary captain of the San Diego Sockers, has announced he will retire at the end of this season. Jeez, isn't there anything more for you to do, Craig? You're only the all-time leading scorer in soccer's history with 6 championships under your belt. I jest, of course. What a career. Last season, they surpassed the 500 career goal mark. The Sockers will honor Childs with a bobblehead giveaway on Alumni Night on February 7th. What a career Childs has had. That being said, him and his boys weren't too happy last weekend. They took on the Milwaukee Wave at home and dropped their 2nd consecutive game to start the campaign. Falling 8-4, Milwaukee looked great, but when was the last time San Diego started the season 0-2? If you know the answer, please let us know. Kansas City Comets were flying high heading into Baltimore after sweeping St. Louis in 2 games to start the season. But
can't touch it. What's your story? Thomas in on a break. Thomas shoots. Scores! The miscue off the restart. J.B. Thomas makes it pay.
The Blast was utterly dominant in their home opener, beating up on the Comets 11-3. Who saw that coming? Baltimore definitely opening some eyes around the league. Utica City had their season opener hosting the Comets the next day, and for a while it was looking good for the boys in blue in this one.
Transition for Tyson Santos. Great ball ahead to Gerson. Gerson scores!
From comfort classics to crowd favorites,
and he celebrates a 2-0 lead.
They would stretch that lead to 3. The Blues were up by 2 with 2 minutes left, but they couldn't lock it down. KC tied it in the dying moments, and then Rion Marquez ripping the beauty home right there in overtime as the Comets avoid a disastrous weekend with the overtime win. Your updated scoring leaders after 2 weeks: Zach Riggett on top with 8 points. Teammate Andoreo second with 6, tied with Rion Marquez. Charlie Gonzalez entering the conversation with 5 points. And new KC Comet Dom Francis adapting to his new surroundings with 5 points as well. A couple of big matchups to tell you about for this weekend. The first meeting of the season between KC and Milwaukee takes place. Old school MASL rivals. And after the Waves' dismantling of San Diego and the Comets getting smoked by Baltimore, this game could be an early indicator as to where the balance of power lies in the league this year. Also, those Blast will be in Tacoma for 2 games. It'll be our first look of the season at the Stars. How will they handle the hot starting Baltimore, and how will they fare after the departure of superstars Nick Pereira and Chris Toth? We shall soon find out. And your players of the week have been announced. In goal, Willie B from the Milwaukee Wave. Rion Marquez offensively from the KC Comets, and from Baltimore, Chad Porch getting the defensive honor. Let's start with Marquez, who was massive in their comeback win over UCFC. 3 goals, including the overtime winner, which we're about to show you in just a moment. Chad Porch, big in Baltimore's win over Comets the day before. 2 goals and 1 assist for the reigning MASL Rookie of the Year. And in goal, Willie B. Great in the Waves win over San Diego. Good ball dispersal throughout the game, and also he made the big saves when necessary, stopping 10 of 14 shots. Time now for your plays of the week.
2:20 left in the half. Charlie rips it in. Charlie.
Mijanovic had a shot into the wall earlier. This time lays it off, shot fired, what a save! Wilkin double, triple off the wall, and Utica City block it away. All on the defensive side of the ball. Pinal, little roulette, double roulette. Pinal, here's Gerson. That's the assist of the year. Gerson scores, but how about Junior Pinal?
Tackle there by Mijanovic. Oh, Reagan with the deflection, big save. Rodriguez says no again. The way he kept it alive. Tipped by Gonzalez, and that's the assist to Bennett.
Our December issue is the holiday gift guiding.
Looking long with the throw. Great throw from Ejimadu. Marquez scores! A short-handed game winner for Kansas City, who win 8-7.
All of the fun products.
And that's all the time we've got for today. But just a reminder, all throughout the season, to stay up to date with everything that's going on in the Major Arena Soccer League. Be sure to check out the league's official social media.
We bring the best orthopedic and sports medicine
See you
care
next time.
right to your neighborhood. Our experienced team includes orthopedic surgeons, sports medicine specialists, and physical therapists working together.
At Aquavino, every meal is a moment. Whether it's date night, a quick lunch, or celebrating a special event. Enjoy Italian-American favorites. Aquavino Restaurant, growing our family one plate at a time.
Stories to remember. Bank with Utica.
At Rome Health, we bring the best orthopedic and sports medicine care right to your neighborhood. Our experienced team includes orthopedic surgeons, sports medicine specialists, and physical therapists working together to get you back to the things that you love to do. So whether you need an injection for arthritis pain, rotator cuff surgery, a joint replacement, or help recovering from a concussion, we're committed to delivering superior care to you. Rome Health, the best orthopedic care out there, here.
What a save! What a save! What a save! And now it's your turn to save here at Master Vito Hyundai on Commercial Drive in Yorkville or online anytime at mastervitohyundai.com. Make your move to Master Vito Hyundai.
Babe's Restaurant and Bar believes great food brings people together. From comfort classics to crowd favorites, there's something for everyone. Open daily for lunch and dinner, plus brunch on the weekends. Come home to Babe's.
Welcome back after halftime here on MASL TV, MASL Soccer for you, as MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. Also, Capelli Sport, the official and exclusive preferred uniform and apparel provider of the Major Arena Soccer League. Visit MASLsoccer.com to shop the all-new MASL fan store for the latest MASL and team gear. A minute and change until we kick off the second half. Arnav Pokhrel with you. We'll have Ramazani Juma join us in just a few short moments. But overall, first half, that was busy between the two sides, and it started back and forth before the Comets took control. Just 64 seconds in, Junior Pinal scored his second goal of the season, and then midway through the first quarter, Stefan Mijatovic, off of a free kick, rifled it into the top corner. Guerrero Pino added another before Shalir for UCFC responded. We were tied 2-2. And then right after the second quarter started, Mershad Ahmadi scored to make it 3-2 Utica City FC. And then 4 unanswered goals for the Comets. It was first Dom Francis, then 2 in a row from Zach Reggett, just 30 seconds apart from one another. And at the end of the quarter, Christian Andreos scored to give Kansas City the 3-goal lead they hold now. A lot of questions for head coach Everton Moreira. The first of which was who's going to start the second half in net, and it looks like Brian Wilkin remains out there. Xavier Snare-Williams, the talented goalkeeper out of the San Diego Sockers side that is on loan at Utica right now, remains on the bench. Brian Wilkin has played some stellar soccer these past couple of weeks. On the other side for Kansas City, it was a change in net to start the game. Julio Coronado starting. We were kind of surprised by that. Ejimadu has played every minute for Kansas City this season so far, but Coronado got his chance and is playing like he wants to keep playing for this Kansas City side. Has held Utica City FC to 3 goals on 5 shots on goal. And the horn sounds as we get set for second half action inside the Adirondack Bank Center. Utica City FC and the Kansas City Comets renewing a rivalry that is always intense and always a lot to play for when these two teams meet here inside the Adirondack Bank Center, really when they meet anywhere, as we're underway in the second half. Immediately, it's Kansas City moving forward. And out to the near side, Leo Acosta. Back into the path of Mershad Ahmadi. Turned over, loose in front. And a toe save by Wilkin. He's sliding out again. Cleared off the line by Santos. 30 seconds in and a golden opportunity for Zach Reggett. Here's another look at it. Ahmadi tried the back heel and Nacho Flores read it all the way through. Wilkin makes a great save to keep this game a 3-goal lead for Kansas City. Reggett flicked ahead and into the path of Brian Wilkin. Wilkin again. Leaves it for Willie Spur. Spur to the corner. Pinal. Already 1 goal today off the wall, and there in front, Cole Stevens couldn't react in time. Alava. Pinal. Beat Pino with a turn, but the touch was too long. It's recycled back out to Alava. After missing last week's game, a great presence back in for UCFC. Again, UCFC wants to feed Pinal, they do. Tavares. Alava. Tavares again. Little give and go, it goes to Pinal. On the swivel, Pinal, left-footed strike, saved by Coronado. Recycled. Stevens, it deflects off of Pinal himself. And back to the near side with Tavares. Extended time in the attacking zone for Utica City FC. Manny Silva, rebound in front. And another golden opportunity for Utica City FC goes awry. Sent back to Wilkin. He goes long. Angled off the boards. Manny Silva intended target. Julio Coronado picks it up. Well, Juma, that was a lot of offensive opportunities for Utica City FC, but they just can't convert right now. The defense standing tall for the Comets.
You keep attacking, the goals are going to come, you know?
This is Ramirez. Bursting free and hit off the head of Wilkin, who remains down. And the whistle blows. Immediately they call for the trainers as Wilkin's grabbing the top of his head. That ball hit off the crossbar, and Wilkin was jumping up, smacked the back of his head, and immediately went down. Good call there from the referees to immediately halt action because Wilkin went down grabbing the back of his head. They'll have to check him.
What a shot by Ramirez.
And these minor soccer balls, they're not like the normal soccer balls. They are a little bit denser because it's the indoor game. And so it's a bit more, it feels a bit harder when it hits you.
More padding on the ball, yeah.
So 12 minutes to go in quarter 3. Continue to look at Brian Wilkin. And that just goes to show how quickly things can change. Utica dominated the first couple of minutes in that half, but then one chance for Kansas City, and it almost ends in a goal for Ramirez and the Comets.
Yep.
Wilkin walking it off. He's stretching out the back of his neck. And because Kansas City had possession, Wilkin does have to leave the field of play, and the referees will usher him off because he got looked at for the head injury. So Xavier Snare-Williams, first minutes for him in Utica City FC colors. And it comes in a pretty important moment. This is a dangerous opportunity for Kansas City. So first call to the pen for Xavier Snare-Williams, who will stand instead of Brian Wilkin, most likely until the next dead ball when Utica City can make that change again. The loanee from San Diego, native of Oceanside, California, played for the U.S. national beach soccer team. Xavier Snare-Williams was the youngest member of that team in the World Cup in 2021 in Russia. And now, first appearance in Utica City FC jerseys. Last time he played March 22nd against the Empire Strikers, and that was for the Sockers. Quick fake shot in, saved by Williams. So Xavier Snare-Williams called into action, and he does what he's here to do, make saves. Still out there, Snare-Williams. He can't really change until there's a dead ball. Mijatovic on the volley is wide. Second chance is also wide from Kansas City.
It's a lot of shooting going on.
Angled ball from Tyson Santos up ahead, intended for Shalier, and sliding out is Coronado. Mijatovic takes a bounce. Mijatovic, still Mijatovic. Andereos, he scores. It's 7-3. Christian Andereos finds the back of the net. And the Comets lead by 4 after a great transition play from the visitors. Andereos was stumbling back as he shot that one. Snare-Williams, nothing he could do about that one. It was 2-on-1. He had to commit to Mijatovic because we know how good Mijatovic is from within that close of goal, and that left Andereos free on the back post.
Way to giving his teammate the assist instead of taking it.
Down by 4, Pinal gets us started again. Wanalava, Snare-Williams. Long diagonal ball off the bottom of the boards. Spur. Stevens. Alava. Stevens again. 1-2. Here goes Cole Stevens on the shot is wide. Roberts. Stevens. Pinal. This is who UCFC needs to turn to score. In a moment like this, Pinal has it poked away momentarily. And all the way up. Snare-Williams was showing help. Instead, Willie Spur has it. Stevens with some room. Couldn't find Wanalava. Stevens probably had a chance to move forward with that one and take some more space moving ahead. And with 10 minutes to go in the third quarter, there's still a lot of soccer left to be played in the Adirondack Bank Center, but you have to think, Juma, Utica City need one in the next couple of minutes to build back on momentum.
They really do. They need to win this quarter and to stay in the game.
Clever back heel flick, and Snare Williams tracks it out of his box. With 10 minutes left in the third quarter. Reggett down low. Lennis running in, and Reggett misplayed off the boards. Tavares. What can Toy Tavares do? Past one, past another. Before he runs out of room, and Leo Acosta pokes it away. 2-on-1 the other way. Tavares trying to track back. Acosta shoots and scores. Quick succession goals for Kansas City, who have taken this game by storm. It is 6 unanswered for the Comets, who lead 8-3.
It's not looking good for Utica. They need to pick it up. Kansas City doing a really good job of passing and moving, passing and moving.
2 goals after the restart. Andreos and Leo Acosta. That pushed a 6-3 lead to 8-3 for Kansas City. We're seeing a bit of the frustration from Utica City FC as Wilkin comes back in. Xavier Snare Williams will head back to the bench. And some pressure now from UCFC, won back by Genrick, but can't hang on to possession. And nothing that Snare Williams could have done about those 2 goals, but we're expecting Wilkin to come back in when he was cleared. Touchdown, loose in front, second bounce off of Genrick and into the path of Coronado. Santos. Diagonal run, Shalier who fires wide. Rebound is there for Gerson. It's punched away by Coronado. Intelligent goalkeeping by the second-year player. And now the break is on for Kansas City. Andreos. Closed down by Santos. And Gerson wins possession back before going down through contact. It's a free kick for UCFC.
See what they can do with this.
Alava, Orozco, Amadi. Alava again, down to the corner, intended for Shalier. Amadi gets it back. Shalier, off the wall. Had the on-running play of Orozco. Shalier again, off the wall, looking for Alava. And that time, couldn't connect. It's been a couple of chances now for Utica City off the wall. Here's a flick by Acosta. And numbers up ahead for Kansas City. Dirtle. Tetsane. Up to Reggett. And circling back the other way, saved by Wilkin. Amadi gets it away momentarily. It finds Orozco. Orozco closed down hard by Francis. Still with possession and then goes down. Whistle blows. Great tenacity by Ricky Orozco to win the free kick for UCFC.
Way to stay on the ball.
Alava. Genrick. Back to Alava again. And Wilkin. He's got some room here to move it forward. He's no stranger to stepping up ahead. Penal. Genrick. Alava. Genrick again. Stevens. Felt pressure, back to Genrick. Willie Spur with some room. Under 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. UCFC trailed by 5. 6 unanswered goals for Kansas City. after trailing 3-2 in the second quarter. Breakaway opportunity. And Wilkin first to it. Chips up ahead to Pinal. Headed down to Alava and Spur. Spur looking for the outside of the foot pass. Header back off the wall. Pinal, net is empty as Coronado was out. Second chance, still loose. Alava! Saved by Coronado. Rebound, still there, Spur! And somehow it's not in yet. Pinal! A scramble in front of the net. And Junior Pinal delivers. It's now just 8-4 for the Comets.
What a goal. Junior Pinal.
Great finish by Pinal, his second of the game. Maybe a little bit of momentum heading into the media timeout for Utica City FC. We'll catch you on the other side of the timeout. 8-4 lead for Kansas City. You're watching the MASL on MASL TV.
Wind 6 miles, approaching 6 right, wind.
Back inside the Adirondack Bank Center, 6 minutes to go in quarter number 3. Utica City just scored off of Junior Pinal. His second goal of the game, third of the season. And UCFC with a little bit of life. And immediately winning possession back with Tyson Santos. Genrick. Orozco. Angled ahead. Down goes Manny Silva. He draws the foul on Mijatovic. Genrick wants to go quickly. Instead, he'll circle it back around to Tyson Santos. Santos, a beautiful assist last week on the second goal of the game to Gordy Gerson. As that one played out of bounds. And Wilkin gets a restart underway. Actually, he'll leave it for Genrick. Silva. Battling with Mijatovic, and this time the foul goes the way of Kansas City as Mijatovic goes to ground. Another player very familiar with Utica, Steph Mijatovic, played here for a little bit and then was back here, of course, with Kansas City. Back here for the All-Star game last season, I should say. This one angled. Wilkin has to let it hit the boards in. DeBray Holloman on the rebound, sent it high. Wilkin. Soft flick over to Amadi, who turns it over. And that one into the roof and into the crowd. Up on the upper sections at the Adirondack Bank Center. Still a 4-goal lead for Kansas City. So no panic button just yet for the Comets, but if you know anything about this Comets side, they will want to add more, and they do a great job at pushing offense, even with a lead in a game. Rolled to Reggett, left for Acosta, who's wide. Rebound is saved by Wilkin. Francis. Reggett. Fake the shot from distance. Still Reggett. Tyson Santos cleans up. Spur. Santos. Turned over to Francis. And back the other way. Loose in front for Reggett. Rebound falls. Flores is high and wide. That one may have hit off the hand of Mijatovic. No call. It's actually out of play, so Mijatovic got away with a handball there. Speaking of calls, if you disagree with any call tonight, you might just see it on the MASL's most controversial show, Under Review, with Phil Levanco and MASL head referee Ryan Sigich. Every Friday on YouTube, we had a couple of calls, most notably that Garza goal was reviewed. That last time out, it was a shove in the box that wasn't enough. As Reggett fires off the bar, it may have gone in, it did. Zach Reggett goes bar down and in. And they will review this one to make sure it crossed the goal line. Whole ball has to be over the line for it to count as a goal. Zach Reggett just found himself free up on the top of the box. So they do review it immediately after the goal was scored. It was a chance to review it by the referees as Reggett, just a great little move past Santos, top of the arc. I'll go frame by frame here, off the bar and pretty clearly over the line there for Zach Reggett. Shouldn't be too long of a review here. I mean, that, from what we're seeing up here, Jim, that looks like it's a perfectly placed shot.
Yeah, that's a goal.
And fully over the line at the point of contact with the ground.
After review, the goal stands.
And it's a quick review for Daniel Chesky and Kit Hutchinson, who announced that the goal stands. And rightfully so, as Reggett, with his hat trick on the night, makes it 9 for Kansas City. Fairly simple review, not like the reviews we had last week. Here's Wilkin. Up ahead to Gerson. Over his head. And there's the three-line violation on Wilkin, which leads to another great position opportunity for Kansas City. Just move all the way to this attacking yellow line. And really, this is where Kansas City has lived most of this game. Dangerous opportunities up in front. As this one through the legs of Francis. Away to Pinal. Turning, he has Gerson ahead of him. Pinal and Gerson give and go. And Gerson just could not keep it in his grasp.
Way to get back by Acosta.
Pinal wins it back. He's turning into space. Through two. It's poked away. Mijatovic, the defender that time. Pinal again, sliding down. One back by Alava. It'll fall for Gerson. Actually, it's Orozco. Genrick. Out the other way, Belliard. Quick line change for Utica City. Alava. Out in front, saved by Cardoso. Second chance is why, that's Coronado. Alava down the boards. Up in front, Coronado equal to it. The Ottawa University product is dealing in his first start of the season. Turned over. Silva, contact from behind, immediate call And a chance to maybe have the blue card shown here. It was contact through the back of Silva, right on the back of that right heel. You see him grab it now. No card, so continue to play after the restart. Santos, Belliard. Up ahead to Shalier and turned over. Here goes Ramirez the other way. Belliard back to track it down. Marcel Berry across. Coronado picked up the assist on the Reggett hat-trick goal. That's his first career assist. Ejimado already has 2 assists this season, including the overtime game-winning goal last week. Right now, Kansas City on cruise control. 5-goal lead with just about 17 minutes of soccer left at the Adirondack Bank Center. Out wide to Holloman. Tetsane. Andreos back to Tetsane again. And he will recycle up to Acosta. Here's Dirtle. Andreos through Santos. And Santos poked it away. Foul called on Andreos. He was grabbing and bear hugging Santos on the near side boards. This is Pinal. A minute to go. Here's Pinal. Coronado loose in front and scored. First of the season for Cole Stevens. And his first goal since February 28th against St. Louis. And Utica City back within 4. It's not over till it's over, and still a quarter of soccer left to play inside the Adirondack Bank Center.
We have another goal off the walls, Walascara.
And for Cole Stevens, a big confidence boost as well. A player who was in and out of the lineups all of last season. With a smaller roster this year for Utica City FC. He's been more consistent in the lineups and gets a goal. Pressure coming, Coronado. Only as far as Juan Alava, who's shoved off the ball by Reggett. Reggett, Alava intercepts. Orozco turned it over. Here goes Lennis, and it's caught by Wilkin. Half a minute to go. Brought down, looking for Shalier. Contact off the ball. Shot fired high. Genrick cleared it away, was sliding down. The whistle blows on Genrick. 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. Most recent goal for the Comets was Cole Stevens. Here's Wilkin. Wilkin with 5 seconds to go, fired a shot, and it's out of play. Last touch by Kansas City. 1 second, maybe try and find Shalier's head here. He's 6'4". Right off the restart, you have to go for goal here if you're Gordy Gerson. And Gerson goes for goal. It's flicked on, but just wide. So Utica City trail by 4. It's 9-5 Comets after 3 quarters of play. We'll have you with the fourth quarter, the final 15 minutes on the other side of the break. You're watching the MASL on MAS.
At Aquavino, every meal is a moment, whether it's date night, a quick lunch, or celebrating a special event. Enjoy Italian-American favorites. Aquavino Restaurant, growing our family one plate at a
At Rome Health, we bring the best orthopedic and sports medicine care right to your neighborhood. Our experienced team includes orthopedic surgeons, sports medicine specialists, and physical therapists working together to get you back to the things that you love to do. So whether you need an injection for arthritis pain, rotator cuff surgery, a joint replacement, or help recovering from a concussion, we're committed to delivering superior care to you. Rome Health, the best orthopedic care out there, here.
What a save! What a save! What a save! And now it's your turn to save here at Master Vito Hyundai on Commercial Drive in Yorkville or online anytime at mastervitohyundai.com. Make your move to Master Vito Hyundai.
Babe's Restaurant and Bar believes great food brings people together. From comfort classics to crowd favorites, there's something for everyone. Open daily for lunch and dinner, plus brunch on the weekends. Come home to Babe's.
Welcome back inside the Adirondack Bank Center alongside Ramazani Juma. I'm Arnav Bokral. You're hearing Michael Lear sing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, getting in the festive spirit inside the Adirondack Bank Center as we get you the final 15 minutes of action from Utica between Kansas City and the Utica City FC side. The Comets, after today, will take on St. Louis in 4 consecutive matchups. It'll go from a trip here down to St. Louis, on the 21st. Then they host St. Louis on the 27th, go back to St. Louis on the 31st for New Year's, and then after the turn of the calendars, it's another matchup against St. Louis for the Kansas City Comets. So 4 straight against St. Louis. For UCFC, it's another matchup at home on December 28th against Milwaukee before hosting Baltimore on New Year's Day. That's 4 straight home games to start the year for UCFC before going to Baltimore on January 4th. 15 minutes to play, 4-goal lead for Kansas City, but Utica City with the goal scorers to get back in this one quickly. Silva, as we're back underway, and Silva fires just wide. 10 seconds into the 10 seconds into the quarter, and Silva already with a great chance on goal before he's called for a foul on the far side. Back to Shalier. This is Barbaro Shalier. Santos, Shalier again. He's got 1 goal today. Sent back. And up ahead to Shalier again. Belliard will settle. Shalier off the wall, intended for Belliard, but he misplayed the pass. 1 minute down in the 4th quarter. Coronado goes long. That one last touched by Kansas City, out of play. UCFC will have possession. MASL Monday, every Monday night on MASL TV on YouTube and CBS Sports Golazo Network. Alex Bastavansky, Phil Levanko, joined by special guests to discuss the league's topics and recap the weekend's games. Catch MASL Monday on CBS Sports Golazo Network and YouTube for MASL TV. Pinal. Still Pinal. Loose in front, Coronado. Acrobatic attempt by Murshad Ahmadi, but we remain in a 9-5 scoreline.
Both teams are doing a really good job of trying to use the walls. You never know what will happen when you use the walls.
Contact, Alava called for the foul. 13-16 to go in the fourth quarter. Follow MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram, MASL Arena on Twitter for your latest MASL news and notes. Reggett still holding his head on that far Kansas City bench side. Head coach Stefan Stokic in his third year with Kansas City. Long-time indoor presence, 16 years as a player, assistant coach, and now the head coach with the Kansas City program. Won the MISL in 2013-2014 as a player. Here's Mijatovic. Holloman, back to Mijatovic again. Still Mijatovic conducting play for Kansas City right now. Turned over. Spur, flicked ahead. Ahmadi on the volley is just wide. Willie Spur goes down. No call. Everton Marrera's got the challenge flag in his hand, but won't use it right yet. As UCFC have another break. Spur, shoved from behind. Continues moving. Willie Spur's taken down. There's the whistle for the foul on Willie Spur. It's a blue card shown. And Utica City will be on the power play. Confirm who it's on first. As Utica City on the power play for the second time this season. The first time it was a power play for UCFC, it ended up being a shorthanded overtime game-winning goal for Kansas City. We'll see this time if UCFC can turn the tides, as it is Stefan Mijatovic into the penalty box. And on to the power play. UCFC could use power play goal quickly here. Pinal. Santos out the other way. Gerson quickly across and out of play. Took a deflection. It's on the near side. Quickly back in by Pinal. 10 seconds gone on the power play. Here's Pinal again through pressure. Down low to Silva. Santos. Back to Santos again. Silva. Santos. Playing give and go right now, Silva and Santos. Spur. Pinal. Santos, Silva. Inching closer, Utica City FC to the goal, but 40 seconds gone on the power play and no shot just yet. Up in front, Pinal. Rebound. Coronado hangs on. Well, it took 40 seconds for Utica City to get one shot on during the power play, and then immediately Coronado calls a timeout to discuss how they want to go about killing this penalty. Up by 4 with 11 minutes, left in the game, and 1:05 on the power play. Chuma, what'd you like from that power play unit? Pretty good ball movement. You just like a couple more shots.
Yep. Way more shots. The ball is always going to come back to the team who has the advantage. So just take as many shots as you can and try to get that ball in the back of the net.
So 11:25 left in the fourth quarter. A 4-goal lead. Most recent goal scored by Cole Stevens for Utica City FC. That was on the other side of the quarter. Right now it's Stefan Mijatovic in the box for tripping. After a break was on for Utica City FC, there's been a couple of missed opportunities for UCFC right now, Julio Coronado, in his first game of the season for Kansas City, the native of Kansas City, in his second year with the team. Having a pretty solid day in the office, but the big thing right now, especially for this Kansas City unit, is to just do exactly what they did. Stop allowing the shots on goal. They did a pretty good job of forcing Utica City to move it around the back rather than through the middle.
They're doing a very good job of blocking shots, protecting their keeper.
Gordy Gerson, Pinal, Silva, Spur, Santos, the 5 attackers on the power play for Utica City. On the kill for Kansas City is Zach Reggett. He's alongside Henry Ramirez, Marcel Berry, and Guerrero Pino. Coronado gets us started again. His throw is long to Reggett. Reggett and Santos both go down. And Silva has possession. Option out wide is Willie Spur. Silva. Santos on the volley is taken away. Willie Spur does well to bring it down. 38 seconds on the power play. Silva again. Gerson fires. It's saved by Coronado. 20 seconds left on the penalty kill for Kansas City. Up ahead to Reggett. He shrugged off the ball. Silva tried to use the boards to his advantage, and he's gone down. It's 4-on-4 now with Silva down. Ramirez the other way. 6 seconds on the power play. Willie Spur gets it back. Maybe one final run, final 2 seconds. We're back to even strength. As down for Utica City, and sliding in goes Gerson. And possession the way of Utica City FC. Whistle continues to blow. Michael Lennis involved there, trying to slow down Utica City FC.
Smart by Michael Lennis to do that. You want to get your team in a defensive position in order to set up and play.
Sets up just 5 yards or so. It's the first delay of game warning against Kansas City, but it really doesn't play in effect just yet, unless they get another one. And Utica City will call a timeout. 10-12 left in the fourth quarter. Down by 4. The home side want to discuss how this play gets drawn up. We saw a set-piece goal last week for Tyson Santos. And really, I mean, Jim, I'm sure you can imagine yourself in that huddle right now. What's a conversation like? Of course, you're drawing up the play, but what else is being talked about?
It's just having players in the right position, you know. When we have free kicks like this, it's really important that you're in the right positions in order to get shots off, and just basically just doing what your coach is telling you to do, you know, getting the job done.
Everton Moreira talking through how he wants this set piece to be taken on the other side. The defensive effort for Kansas City. They've struggled at times this year. You think back to the Baltimore game, even the Milwaukee game on Friday allowed 9 goals. But the other games they've played this season, their 6th game of the year already. A quarter of the way done with the season for Kansas City. That's pretty early to be done with 6 games for KC, and they've got a pretty busy schedule upcoming as well, with 4 consecutive matches against St. Louis before hosting Milwaukee after that. It is the nature of the league now, with only 8 teams and 2 teams in the same state. In terms of Missouri, you're bound to play them a couple more times than you would a team such as Utica City or Tacoma if you're Kansas City going out to either coast.
They say this season, every game is a playoff game, you know, and every team is coming to win.
So straight out of the timeout, it's Utica City. Standing over it is Willie Spur. Rashad Amadi to his left. Tyson Santos to the other side. Santos. Pinal, it's high. Well drawn up, but Pinal couldn't connect. Well, not how you want the timeout play to go for Utica City FC, but Pinal wins it back. He's in space. Pinal! And again, he's high. Off the top of the boards. Back to Wilkin. And he keeps it in play, moving back to Tetsane. Acosta poked away. Break is on for UCFC. Shalier saved by Coronado. Couple of great stops for the KC netminder. And Coronado showing that maybe he should earn some more minutes this year for this Kansas City side. Tetsane, Lennis. Lennis with speed. Saved by Wilkin. Pino. Back the other way. High shot. Brought down by Tetsane. Tetsane will go for a change alongside Michael Lennis. Pino. Coronado. Up to Reggett. Great find by the goalkeeper. And Reggett dances past one. Still going. Advantage played as Reggett goes down. And the whistle blows for that Reggett foul. After the shot is pulled wide by Kansas City. Mijatovic stands over this one, calls off his team. He'll take it. Acosta. Little flick down low to Flores. Back up to Mijatovic. Mijatovic is blocked away. It'll remain in play. Brought down by Acosta. Pressure coming from Mijatovic as he'll play it down to Reggett. Worked in front, sliding down to block it away. And out of play into the Miller Lite Beer Garden down below. As Utica City escape, 8:04 left in the fourth quarter. Mijatovic goes back to Pino. Francis, Pino again. Andreos. Mijatovic. Dirtle through contact, lays it off. Barry fires it high and wide. Dirtle has it poked away by Genrick. And again off the boards, Mijatovic on the volley. Was always trailing away. Second chance, easy for Wilkin to collect. Utica City down by 4. 8 minutes, under 8 minutes to go. Gerson called for the foul. 7 minutes to play. That doesn't take us to the media timeout just yet. Quickly back underway. Belliard called for a foul as his press continued. And Tetsane gets us restarted for Kansas City. Coronado. Angle to the corner. This one falls. Holloman. Reggett battling. Stevens. Alava. Pinal turned it over. Shot save. Wilkin. Rebound. Saved again. A kick save by Brian Wilkin. And it spurs the Utica City offense forward. Belliard trapped in the corner. And out of play with 6.5 to go. What a save by Brian Wilkin to keep this a 4-goal game. That'll take us to the media timeout in the fourth quarter. You're watching the MASL. Back after the immediate timeout in the fourth quarter. 6:31 to go in the fourth. A 4-goal lead for Kansas City over Utica City FC. Restart upcoming is in favor of the home side UCFC. It'll be up on the far side of the boards in the attacking zone. Utica City already going to the extra attacker, down by 4. Tyson Santos has the jersey on. No Gio Alves today for Utica City FC, so Santos will take the extra attacker jersey. Pinal, Santos. Press coming from Kansas City. And well held on to by Willie Spur. Work down low, Belliard. Back to him. Gerson. Spur. Pinal. Ball roll. Pinal deflected. Coronado makes the save. And a quick change gets Brian Wilkin back in goal for Utica City. So now expect the extra attacker to be more frequent for UCFC. And back out on is Tyson Santos with the extra attacker jersey. Silva, Santos. 5.5 minutes to go. Shot blocked away and out of play. Restart upcoming for Utica City FC. It's been a while since we've seen a goal scored. In fact, no goals in the fourth quarter at all between either side. Last goal was scored in the final moments of the third by Cole Stevens. Silva, down low, loose in front, and it's poked high by Utica City FC. Pinal again in a dangerous area. Gerson wanted the restart quickly. And Manny Silva stands over at 5 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Gerson off the wall. Silva in front. Coronado diving out onto it. Coronado hangs on for a second before Pinal wins it back. Mijatovic. Pino. Mijatovic again. 5 minutes to go. Battle on the near side boards. The ball's frozen. And possession is Utica City's. Pinal wanted the quick restart. Instead, taken back. He gets the extra attacker on for Utica City in Tyson Santos. Quick block in front. And now Santos has to go the other way. This will be a 3-line violation. As it goes back the other way onto the yellow line. So Santos can reset for Utica City FC. 4 minutes and 41 seconds to go. Down by 4. And goal scoring for both teams has not happened in the fourth quarter. Sent down low again. Circled back up to Santos. Pinal. Quickly to Silva. Pinal, crossfield pass. It doesn't have anybody. And now it's turned over. Andreos couldn't bring it down. Spur lost it on the touch. And now this one rolling back and rolling in. An empty net goal for Marcel Berry. And now it's 10-5 Kansas City. Just a bad change there for Utica City FC. Tyson Santos and Brian Wilkin unsure of who was going, who was staying, and then that led to a wide open net for Marcel Berry. His first goal of the season comes at the closing stages of a big Kansas City victory. Native of Charlottesville, Virginia. Played college soccer at William and Mary, Marcel Berry. Santos. Santos again. Under 4 minutes to play. Shalier. Out wide, Belliard again. Shalier. Past one. Shalier, what a save by Coronado. Shalier brings it down well. And back to Santos it goes. Stevens. 3.5 minutes and a 5-goal lead for Kansas City. Shalier high and away. Corner upcoming for Utica City FC. And they push Lennis back to the line. Give Utica some space. Rolled in. Stevens deflected in front. Second chance is also deflected. And this one takes a bounce in front. Santos can track it down. And he will pick it up and get things underway yet again. Belliard. Santos. 3 minutes to play. Poked away. Marcel Berry again active. And 2 players tripped up. All ball, says the referee. Out to Genrick. Finds Santos. Shalier. Santos again. Fires and saved by Coronado. Great sprawling save. Loose in front. Stevens. And it's blocked.
Kansas City doing a great job in the blocking game.
Another 3-line violation, even though it bounces in the net. It's coming back this way for a Utica City FC restart. Down by 5, 2.5 minutes to go in this one. Here's another look at the Coronado save. Santos, 2.5 minutes. Plays Shalier. Santos again. Stevens. Angled off the wall. This one will fall for Genrick. Rebound. Pawed away by Coronado.
What a save.
Willie Spur. Stevens. And holding on the ankle is Gordy Gerson on the far side. It's been an area of concern for Gerson the past couple of years. Let's get another look at that save by Coronado. Sprawling out and then just rolled over onto the ankle of Gerson. So 2 minutes to go. Gerson still getting looked at down below. And 2 minutes to play. Down by 5. Most recent goal was the empty netter by Marcel Berry. They continue to look at Gordy Gerson. Orozco Mijatovic standing by with them. And maybe just Utica City looking for some momentum. They'll be off for 2 weeks before taking on a game to close out the year against Baltimore. Before that, it's a game hosting the Wave on the 28th. So 2 more games in the calendar year of 2025, and today will be a second consecutive loss to Kansas City, this one in regulation. Kansas City, assuming this result holds for the final 2 minutes, will jump to 10-5. Excuse me, that's the score of the game. They'll jump to 4-2 on the season, including an overtime win as Reggett and Mijatovic carry Gordy Gerson off. He can't put pressure on that ankle.
It's really good sportsmanship by those two gentlemen.
Guys that have spent a lot of time together. Gerson, Mijatovic, Reggett all played Concaifa together past couple of summers. That's Pat McAfee's TST team. So 3 players who really know each other pretty well and have had all of them have had long careers in the MASL.
They call them the veterans.
Silva. Well, in the summer they called them the Arena Boys, but now it's everybody here is an arena player, so you can't really say that. As the challenge flag comes out from, I believe that's a Kansas City bench. So we'll get a look at what they challenge here. I don't even know if there was anything to challenge in that. I mean, unless they're challenging something from before. Maybe where the restart was happening. Stefan Stokic, very animated for a team that's up by 5. Guy who never loses the intensity, the head coach of the Kansas City Comets. And they do confirm you can't review the spot of a foul. So, challenge lost for head coach Stefan Stokic. Of course, final 2 minutes of the game and up by 5. It's not the worst challenge to lose if you're Kansas City. Silva, Santos. Is there any momentum left in this game for Utica City? Poked away, Marcel Berry. He already has 1 empty netter, and he's home for a second. Makes it 11-5, Kansas City. And Utica City are down and out for the count with 1 minute and 50 seconds to go. The empty netter on a on-running Tyson Santos. It looks like Wilkin will just hang out for the rest of the game. Just a poor pass, and Tyson Santos has a long run back. Marcel Berry beats him out for pace. There's not a lot of people that Marcel Berry can't outrun in this league. He is very quick. One of his main highlights of why Kansas City continue to have him, and he continues to produce for Kansas City. His second goal of the game, both of them empty netters. That one goes out of play. Possession for Utica with 90 seconds left in the game. Well, how about...
What a game by the KC keeper today. Making a lot of saves, keeping his team in the game, you know.
It's Coronado as this one falls out to Spur, who fires into the netting. And back out comes Brian Wilkin. Long throw by Coronado. Spur. One back by Amati. Orozco. Silva. Shalier, options out in front, rolled ahead. Sliding challenge by Ramirez. Final minute of play in the fourth quarter. And saved by Coronado. He's looking long to Reggett, and Willie Spur, a diving challenge. Reggett flicks it on, right to Wilkin. 45 seconds to go. Shalier. Still Shalier now Spur. Silva. Spur. Work down low, one-time shot is up into the netting. 26 seconds to play. And Kansas City will jump to 4-2 in the league. They've played three more games than the next team in the MASL, and they have an early lead in the conference standings, or in the league standings, I should say. This win will push them to 11 points. Utica will remain at 1 with 2 games played. But really, it is Kansas City right now setting the standard in terms of league form, but they have lost a couple of games, one to Baltimore, who lost last night, the other to the Milwaukee Wave. The Wave play today at St. Louis. And they're actually in action right now, and then Baltimore and Tacoma play again later tonight. We'll get an update on the score. It's overtime 1 between the Wave and the Ambush. So that one, a bit closer of a game than what we got going on here. And quickly back in. Final 11 seconds, maybe one rush left for Santos. He sends it up into the stands. And goes out of play, and confirmation of a final penalty for too many men for Kansas City. Leo Costa goes to serve it for 5 seconds. As this one expires, it is domination for Kansas City after the game was tied 3-3. Kansas City went on a tear, outscoring Utica City 8-2 in the final 3 quarters of action. The Comets dominate in the back stretch over Utica City FC, and a really positive result for the Comets to bounce back after the game on Friday. Chuma, this Comets team, very talented team, no doubt about it.
Yep.
And a very big response for them going into 4 games against St. Louis, where they're going to be expected to win most of those games.
Last week they came in, they played. Utica was the better team, but luckily they finished off with the win. And today they just came here to play, and it showed on the field.
So Kansas City with a victory. Utica City fall to 0-1-1 on the year. And it is now Michael Lear down below on the field with Junior Pinal. We'll send it down to Michael Lear, who's with Pinal, one of the goal scorers for UCFC.
We're here with Armando Macrina's man of the match, Junior Pinal. Junior, you guys start off a back-to-back against Kansas City, come up short. What do you like about what this team has done, and what do you need to do better in the next couple games?
We're going to be fine. We just need to keep the intensity up the whole game. We start off strong, and then we intend to relax, but we're going to work on keeping the intensity the whole game. I mean, we're fine. We're going to win games. We're going to get better as the season goes, so just believe in us.
Junior, you had 2 goals, 2 assists today. What do you like about your game right now?
I'm just trying my hardest out to help my team in whatever way I can by assisting, holding the ball, giving it back, keeping possessions. I'm just trying to help my team win.
Well, we got some of the best pizza in town for you with Manja Macrina's. Let's pop that thing open. Grab yourself a bite. I'll get some with you. Cheers, brother. That's your Manja Macrina's man of the match.
At Aquavino, every meal is a moment. Whether it's date night, a quick lunch, or celebrating a special event, enjoy Italian-American favorites. Aquavino Restaurant, growing our family one plate at a time.
At Rome Health, we bring the best orthopedic and sports medicine care right to your neighborhood. Our experienced team includes orthopedic surgeons, sports medicine specialists, and physical therapists working together to get you back to the things that you love to do. So whether you need an injection for arthritis pain, rotator cuff surgery, a joint replacement, or help recovering from a concussion, we're committed to delivering superior care to you. Rome Health, the best orthopedic care out there, here.
What a save! What a save! What a save! And now it's your turn to save here at Master Vito Hyundai on Commercial Drive in Yorkville or online anytime at mastervitohyundai.com. Make your move to Master Vito Hyundai.
Babe's Restaurant and Bar believes great food brings people together. From comfort classics to crowd favorites, there's something for everyone. Open daily for lunch and dinner, plus brunch on the weekends. Come home to Babe's.
At Aquavino, every meal is a moment, whether it's date night, a quick lunch, or celebrating a special event. Enjoy Italian-American favorites. Aquavino Restaurant, growing our family one plate at a time.
Making stories to remember. Bank with Utica.
At Rome Health, we bring the best orthopedic and sports medicine care right to your neighborhood. Our experienced team includes orthopedic surgeons, sports medicine specialists, and physical therapists working together to get you back to the things that you love to do. So whether you need an injection for arthritis pain, rotator cuff surgery, a joint replacement, or help recovering from a concussion, we're committed to delivering superior care to you. Rome Health, the best orthopedic care out there, here.
What a save! What a save! What a save! And now it's your turn to save here at Master Vito Hyundai on Commercial Drive in Yorkville or online anytime at mastervitohyundai.com. Make your move to Master Vito Hyundai.
Babe's Restaurant and Bar believes great food brings people together. From comfort classics to crowd favorites, there's something for everyone. Open daily for lunch and dinner, plus brunch on the weekends. Come home to Babe's.